Dwayne Johnsinna and Diabetes, A Tale of Sugar Sickness.
In the lush, vibrant land of Mamba Village, where the sun kissed the earth with fiery passion and the nights echoed with the laughter of ancestors, there lived a man named Dwayne Johnsinna. Now, Dwayne Johnsinna was known far and wide for two things: his enormous belly that preceded him wherever he went, and his insatiable love for sweetness.
Please show some support by clicking the subscribe button, like, comment, and setting a notification for the next video. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Health Folklore.
Dwayne Johnsinna's tale began one fateful day when he decided to visit the village medicine woman, Mama Manga. You see, Dwayne Johnsinna had been feeling rather peculiar lately. He was always thirsty, no matter how much palm wine he guzzled, and he found himself needing to relieve himself more often than a nervous hyena in a lion's den. His vision had become as blurry as a muddy river, and he felt more tired than a lion after a big feast. As Dwayne Johnsinna waddled into Mama Manga's hut, his great belly knocked over 3 clay pots and a sleeping cat. The medicine woman looked up from her herbs and potions, her eyes widening at the sight before her.
"Ah, Dwayne Johnsinna,"
she said, her voice a mix of amusement and concern.
"What brings you to my humble abode? Have you finally come to seek a cure for your sweet tooth?"
Dwayne Johnsinna chuckled, his laugh shaking the beads around his neck. "Mama Manga, my sweet tooth is not a curse but a blessing. It brings me joy with every bite. No, I'm here because I feel strange." Mama Manga listened intently as Dwayne Johnsinna described his symptoms. Her brow furrowed and she stroked her chin thoughtfully.
"Dwayne Johnsinna,"
she said solemnly,
"I fear you may have the sugar sickness, what the wise ones call type 2 diabetes."
"Type 2 diabetes?" Dwayne Johnsinna exclaimed. "But how can something so sweet make me sick?" Mama Manga sighed, realizing she had quite the task ahead of her.
"Sit down, Dwayne Johnsinna,"
she said, patting a sturdy wooden stool.
"Let me tell you about this sugar sickness."
And so Mama Manga began to explain.
"Type 2 diabetes," she said, "is when your body can't handle sugar properly. It's like having a mischievous monkey in your blood, throwing bananas at your organs when they're not looking."
Dwayne Johnsinna's eyes widened. "A monkey in my blood? But I haven't eaten any monkeys lately." Mama Manga chuckled.
"No, Dwayne Johnsinna, it's not a real monkey. It's just a way to understand what's happening inside you. You see, when you eat, your body turns food into sugar for energy. But with diabetes, your body either resists the effects of insulin, a special dance leader that helps sugar enter your body's huts, or doesn't produce enough of this dance leader to keep your sugar levels normal."
Dwayne Johnsinna nodded, though his confusion was evident. "But Mama Manga, why me? Why has this sugar sickness chosen to visit my hut?" The wise woman leaned forward, her eyes serious.
"Ah, Dwayne Johnsinna, the sugar sickness doesn't choose just one hut to visit. It's like a mischievous spirit that can affect many in our village. Some are more likely to receive its visit than others."
She began to count on her fingers.
"First, it runs in families like a tale passed down through generations. Second, it loves big bellies like yours, Dwayne Johnsinna. The more you look like a well-fed hippo, the more it wants to visit. Third, it dislikes movement. If you sit like a baobab tree all day, it grows stronger. Fourth, it becomes more interesting as we grow older, especially after we've seen 45 rainy seasons. Fifth, it loves those who feast on the meat of red animals and drink sweet waters that bubble and fizz. And lastly, it seems to have a fondness for people with skin like ours, rich and dark as the fertile soil."
Dwayne Johnsinna's face fell as he realized how many of these described him. "But Mama Manga, how can I know for sure if this sugar sickness has truly taken residence in my body?" Mama Manga nodded sagely.
"Ah, for that we must listen to the whispers of your body and perform the sacred tests of the healers. We will need to check your blood after the moon has crossed the sky, and again after you drink a potion as sweet as your favorite treats. These will tell us how much sugar dances in your blood."
She continued.
"But remember, Dwayne Johnsinna, the signs you've told me, your unquenchable thirst, your frequent visits to the bush, your tired body, and your blurry eyes, these are all ways your body is trying to tell you about the sugar sickness."
Dwayne Johnsinna looked worried. Is there no cure, Mama Manga? Will I be cursed with this sugar sickness forever? The medicine woman smiled gently.
Dwayne Johnsinna, while we cannot chase away the sugar sickness completely, we can tame it, like a wise elder tames a wild lion. But it will require changes in the way you live.
She began to explain the path to managing the sugar sickness.
First, we must change what you put in your mouth. Your plate should look like the circle of life, full of colors from the earth. Leaves and roots must become your friends, just like they are for the mighty elephant. The meat you eat should be lean, like that of a swift gazelle. And those sweet treats you love, they must become rare visitors, not daily guests.
Dwayne Johnsinna's face fell at the thought of giving up his beloved sweets, but Mama Manga continued.
Next, your body must remember how to move. No more sitting like a baobab tree. You must dance with life every day, move your limbs, and make your heart sing with the rhythm of exercise. This will help your body use the sugar in your blood better.
She patted his ample belly.
And this, my friend, must shrink like a river in the dry season. Losing the weight of even a small goat can help your body fight the sugar sickness better.
Mama Manga then pulled out some herbs and roots.
Potions and medicines can also help tame the sugar monkey in your blood. Some help your body dance better with sugar, like metformin. Others encourage your body to make more of its sugar dancing leader, like sulfonylureas. And for some, we might need to bring in extra dance leaders from outside, which we call insulin.
Dwayne Johnsinna listened intently, his eyes wide with fear and determination. But Mama Manga, what happens if I don't tame this sugar sickness?
Have you followed my handles at Health Folklore on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram? Please subscribe, like and comment. Okay.
Back to my story. The medicine woman's face grew serious.
Dwayne Johnsinna, the untamed sugar sickness can bring great troubles. It can make your heart weak and invite the stroke spirit. It can make your legs feel like they're being bitten by 1,000 ants. Your kidneys might forget how to clean your blood, and your eyes could start seeing the world through a fog. Even your ears might start to ignore the songs of the birds.
Dwayne Johnsinna gasped, finally understanding the gravity of his condition. Mama Manga, I don't want any of that. Tell me, how can I prevent this sugar sickness from getting worse? Mama Manga smiled, pleased at Dwayne Johnsinna's newfound determination.
The path is not easy, but it is clear. You must eat like the wise animals of the savannah, move like the graceful gazelle, and shrink your belly like a balloon losing air. You must also visit me regularly, so we can listen to the whispers of your blood and adjust our dance with the sugar sickness.
As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the village, Mama Manga concluded her lesson.
Dwayne Johnsinna,
She said, her voice grave.
the sugar sickness is not just your problem. Many in our village and villages across the land are facing this challenge. We must come together as a community to support each other.
Dwayne Johnsinna sat in silence for a moment, absorbing all he had learned. Then, with a determined glint in his eye, he stood up, knocking over another clay pot in the process. Mama Manga, he declared, I, Dwayne Johnsinna, swear by the whiskers of my father's father that I will conquer this sugar sickness. I will eat leaves like an elephant, dance like a gazelle, and listen to my blood like...
Like a wise elder listening to the stories of the young.
Mama Manga suggested. Yes, Dwayne Johnsinna exclaimed, exactly like that. And so Dwayne Johnsinna set out on his journey to manage his diabetes. It wasn't easy. There were days when the call for sweet treats was louder than the roar of a hungry lion. But with the support of Mama Manga and the entire village, he persevered. Months passed, and slowly but surely Dwayne Johnsinna began to change. His belly, while still impressive, no longer entered rooms before he did. He could be seen jogging, briskly walking, around the village each morning, chasing away mischievous monkeys and greeting his neighbors. One day, as Dwayne Johnsinna passed by Mama Maganga's hut, she called out to him,
Dwayne Johnsinna, come, let us check your blood sugar.
As she performed the test, her eyes widened in surprise.
Dwayne Johnsinna,
She exclaimed,
your sugar levels are as balanced as a leopard on a tree branch. Your A1C is now below 6.5%, and your fasting blood sugar is less than 126 mg/dl. You've done it.
Dwayne Johnsinna beamed with pride. It wasn't easy, Mama Manga. There were times when I thought the sugar monkey would win. But then I remembered your words and the support of our village, and I found the strength to continue. Mama Manga nodded approvingly.
You've learned an important lesson, Dwayne Johnsinna. Managing diabetes is not just about avoiding sweets or taking medicine. It's about embracing a new way of life, one that brings balance and health to your body and spirit.
From that day forward, Dwayne Johnsinna became known not for his love of sweets, but for his wisdom about health. He would gather the children of the village and tell them tales of the sugar monkey, teaching them the importance of a balanced diet and an active lifestyle. And so the story of Dwayne Johnsinna spread far and wide, carried on the wind like the seeds of the Iroko tree. In villages across the land, people began to take charge of their health, fighting the sugar sickness with knowledge, community support, and a good dose of laughter. For in Mamba Village, they knew that while life could sometimes be as bitter as unripe fruit, with the right balance, it could also be as sweet as Dwayne Johnsinna's favorite honey, just in moderation, of course. And that, my friends, is the tale of how Dwayne Johnsinna and the village of Mamba learned to understand, manage, and prevent type 2 diabetes, proving that even the sweetest of challenges can be overcome with determination, community, and a healthy sense of humor. Remember, whether you're in Mamba Village or any other part of the world, the power to manage diabetes lies within you. Eat like an elephant, move like a gazelle, and laugh like a hyena. Your body will thank you.
If you enjoyed this story, kindly hit the subscribe button, also like and comment. Thank you.